Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Leigh with the Tavern Brawlers, and I'm going to play a game of Ethernia with the X-Captain, who is live with us right now. Say hi.
Hello guys, how's it going?
So this is the X-Captain's first game. He just learned about the game, I think was it yesterday?
Yeah, hopefully I'm a quick study.
So yeah, I mean obviously I've got a few games under my belt now, so I mean that's going to help me out, but this is about all about teaching you the interactions of the game and nothing to do about winning. So
For
uh,
fun.
So we live stream these so that I can capture the VODs for later. This way, anybody who wants to can go through the VODs and catch some live gameplay between people playing and try to
Mhm.
figure out how to play themselves. So, all right, we have three decks here. We have three piles, right? So we have the deck, the main deck. We have the gem deck, which is like the shard deck for Argent Saga.
Yep.
And we have the Aether deck, which is where all your champions and stuff are hiding. So we would start off the game by rolling a dice. Oops. Let's roll a d20 here. I got an 11. You got a 17, so you will play first and I will play second.
Sure.
And I'm going to go into my Aether deck. So will you go into your Aether deck.
Okay.
And you're going to select a champion, just one of them, and you can put it into play face down in the middle of the field.
Okay. Any suggestions?
Yeah, I would suggest start off the game with Strife and then move into Hanako in the middle of the game. So we can actually switch our champions out during the game. So if you would place it face down and then we'll turn it face up. Like this wouldn't be known information
Gotcha.
until we start the game.
Okay.
All right. Since I'm playing second, I'll also grab my coin. In Force of Will, we have what's called an energy,
Mm-hmm.
and the second player gets the energy. And this is the same concept. This is a coin. This is a one-use. Basically, it can be like a gem.
Gotcha.
So I start off basically with a gem that'll be in play on my side. Alright, so shuffle our main decks and then draw four cards.
Okay.
You can mulligan only up to a total of three cards. I actually will mulligan zero cards. I like what I got. So you can mulligan up to three cards, and then once you've mulliganed those up to those three cards, then you draw to five.
Okay, draw to five. Gotcha.
Yep. So now I have five cards in hand, right? And you have five cards in
Gotcha. Perfect.
hand. Tom says, "Don't draw shade." Let's see. So you would start the game
Okay.
now. First player does not draw, but you get to play your gem out, right?
Sure.
So the turn sequences are very similar to that
Argent.
of most other games, where you
Yep.
start off the game, and it's similar to Argent, where again you start the game, you draw. There's a phase before you recover, and then you recover and add a gem from your gem pile right to play.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, it's like justice phase is what they call it, or something like that.
Judgment. Yep.
Judgment. Judgment.
Yep.
Judgment.
Yep. So that'll be the judgment phase.
Okay. So let's see here. So just put the shard in play, correct?
Correct? Along the bottom, just like in Argent Saga.
Sure.
All right. So here's what we got. Right. So we have two lanes. If you look on this stream for a second, I have it
Yep.
up right now. This is the basically the zones of the playmat. So this is a good time to talk about the lanes. And this, oh, I gotta add something. Time out. I gotta add something in here.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool as I was watching a little bit about the explanation of the game, how it's MOBA related. Um, it's cool for me because I'm actually a very, very big League of Legends player, so MOBAs are fun to me.
Okay, I have no idea what that means.
Do you know what Dota is?
What is?
Dota, Defense of the Ancients.
Nope.
Gotcha. It's just like a online MOBA game.
Okay.
League is like the biggest MOBA in the world right now, I do believe.
Okay, so hover each over these two new things that I just added to hit K for clone, and it'll clone it in the opposite exact same.
Gotcha. As in the health points in each lane.
Yes. Yep. So this is the arcane flux gem means nothing. It's just a pretty token.
Gotcha.
There's you literally just something to put 20 counters on.
Yep.
Okay, so these are our health totals in these two lanes here, and above them, in your left, above that will be the underworld, which will be basically the graveyard.
Gotcha.
In the right above your gem, above that arcane flux, will be the afterworld, which is basically like the expel or exile zone.
Gotcha.
Okay. There is a third zone removed from the game, which will have no interaction for the rest of the game.
Okay.
So like in Art Saga, you can interact with your expel zone.
Mm-hmm.
Same as here, you can interact with your afterworld with certain effects.
Okay. Do we just want to use the, um, I guess the like expel zone as the cards that can never be touched again?
Exactly, that's exactly what I do. I use the expel zone as the remove from game zone because actually we end up removing a lot of cards from game in this game.
Okay.
So yes, just gonna respond. So also we start the game, we both flip our champions over.
Sure.
I'm just gonna respond to chat real quick. Hey man, Dork, how's it going? Yeah, multiplayer online battle arena, Battleborn. He's asking if we remember Battleborn. He says he does, and that's not a game that I know.
Yeah, I'm not hugely knowledgeable on TCGs. I mean, I played like
Yeah.
a decent chunk of Yu-Gi-Oh back when I was younger,
Okay.
and then
So
I got Argent.
yeah. So because you played Yu-Gi-Oh, this game's gonna probably make a lot more sense to you than it does me.
Good.
um, so they have these action speeds: speed 0, 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Speed 0 is you play it, and then before you can use it or activate it, your opponent gets to interact with it, gets to respond.
Sure.
So spell speed 1 is like sorcery speed in Magic, where you just play something in your main phase or activate it in your main phase.
Okay.
Speed 2 is kind of like the response or instant speed,
Sure.
and speed 3 is counter. Um, like is like um, is right now counter snares are the only thing in speed 3,
Okay.
and
And
they can't.
from yeah,
And
from what I
yeah,
read, they can't be like responded to for the most part unless it's another speed
correct.
three.
Yep. And so counter snares have this like double back switched L like looking symbol.
Okay.
Um, so
Gotcha.
the symbols with lightning are the charms with lightning and stuff like that are instant cast or instant. You can play them on either player's turn. So you
Mm-hmm.
can play it down face down and then activate it, or play it face up and just simply just play it to activation. Or you can set the charms or snares to the field.
Sure.
Um, there are, going back to the playmat, 6 zones in each lane. Each lane are like two completely separate battlefields entirely. So you're like playing two games at the same time while you share
Mm-hmm.
the same one set of resources. Okay. The things in one zone or one lane cannot see or interact with things in an opposite lane unless it specifically says so.
Gotcha.
Um, most things. will not be able to. Now, when we play lane to facing lane. Like, so I play my lane against your lane,
Mm-hmm.
and then those two lanes are isolated. And then on the opposite side, we play those two lanes against each other, and they're isolated.
Sure.
Okay. The abilities on champions and eternals, when the eternals are what we call the units, are the pink abilities that have like the pink writing or the pink dot that goes with them. You can
Mm-hmm.
only use once per turn per card name. The green abilities you can use once per card per copy of the card
Okay.
that turn. So you have so they call them a hard once per turn and a soft once per turn.
Okay.
So, all right, you have your turn to start off with. You can start the game. You're in your main phase now. You can set down snares or items or whatever you want to do face down if you want to do any of that. And or you can play Eternals or do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you got to do.
I'm gonna start off by playing an Eternal,
Okay.
is I think what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
And then I can play it to either lane, and I'm gonna choose the right lane.
Correct. Yep. Perfect. All right. So that's good. So you played out this quantum counter assault. So you see here that she has two pink abilities and one green ability. So she has.
Correct.
So for as many copies, so playsets in this game are three, like Argent, and like Argent, the legendaries are called ultimates,
Mm-hmm.
and they get one per deck.
Gotcha. Like one per name of per deck, not just like one ultimate altogether, right?
Correct. So one of each name of each. Yeah. Great. Yep. You know. Yep. Just like Argent Saga.
Gotcha. Okay,
He
and
is
then
he is looking at that, and if that eventually becomes a problem, he might limit it back or change the rule on it. But
just if there becomes like too many ultimates in the game, kind of deal.
yeah, yeah. But
Gotcha.
for now it's fine. I mean, everybody has access to the same ultimates, and
Yeah, that's the thing I like about this game so far is that it just seems like everybody kind of starts off on the same playing field.
yes, exactly, and that's exactly correct. Everybody has the same opportunities, and there's still the randomosity of what you draw and the luck there, and the length of the game is so. In a tournament, the length of a game will be best of one 50-minute round.
Gotcha.
So that's the expectations. This game will probably last about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours.
Well, just because it's a learning thing too.
Exactly, right. That's what I'm saying. Yep. Plus, the starter decks are not optimized for winning faster. They are just, good showcase intro decks.
Gotcha.
So, yep, okay, you played that. I mean, you don't have anything else that you can do this turn unless you want to set down snares and stuff. Now, you don't activate them until. So, a snare you can put down and you don't activate it until either the trigger thing happens
Mm-hmm.
or you can pay. In which case, you still have to pay the cost in order to activate your snares.
So if I do not have crystals to activate it, it just sits there basically.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. So
Uh,
you can set them down and leave them. And there's stuff that can destroy them, which is fine. There's stuff that, can interact with them a little bit.
so I can play snares, charms, and items face down.
Yes.
Okay. Um. No, I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna move to my end phase then, because I don't have anything else to do.
That's fine. Yep. Also, hand size is 10.
Yeah, and anything more than that, you have to discard.
Right. And the funny thing, well, actually, I think it's not discarded. I think it's removed from game.
Oh, really? Ooh, that's even worse.
Yeah. 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 Tom just confirmed it's removed from game.
Okay. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
But here's
Oop.
the thing, right? I mean, you have literally 12 positions to put things down on. If you
Yeah.
have snares and all that jazz in your hands and stuff like that, you can literally just put stuff down in the field, right? And then, like,
Uh,
not have. You can put down
s-
as many snares or anything face down. You can set things, as many of them as you want.
Okay, so like snares and charms and items, do those take up the places in the lanes, or are
The
those just
zones.
like
Yep.
wherever?
Yes, they take up the spaces in. They take up the zones in the lane.
Okay, good to know.
Yep. All right. I will start my turn. I will draw one card. I will charge one gem. And let's see. I will teach you what to do with. Actually, no, not this turn though. So actually, this turn, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay one, activate Strife's ability. I'm going to pay 5 life in this lane. So I paid one. So if you look at Strife's first ability, it says the champion skill, Visions of the future. That one afterwards is the gem cost,
Okay,
and then the ability is pay 5 life. So that's kind of like an additional cost.
sure.
The life that you pay, it has to be for one lane. You can't split it. And if you don't have 5 life in a lane, you can't pay.
Okay,
It says expel the top card of my deck to the afterworld face down. So anything that's face down in the underworld or afterworld is unknown information.
yep. And I can't ask to see it. I can only ask to see how many cards are there.
Correct. And if I do, I draw a card. So I'm going to take this card, draw to play face down, and put this in
Um,
my afterworld.
from what I read, it's really important that they stay in the same order too,
Okay.
right? So like if you were to put another card down, you can't just like if they're both face up, I can't just like look at them and put them down in whatever order I want. They have to go in the order they were.
We have not seen any importance for that yet, but oh yeah,
Yeah,
potentially in the
but
future.
yep, but that's something I read in the rules, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I still need to get digging deeper in there. I actually have the rule book up right now.
Not a bad idea.
Just in case I have to dig around. And so I did that, and I'm going to draw a card because I
Sure.
succeeded to do that. So boom, boom, boom. That's great. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to crush this coin. I'm going to use this coin
Mm-hmm.
without reading the rules, reading the rules.
Yeah, we're gonna go with reading.
Yeah, yeah,
We know what you mean, Tom.
yeah. I don't read rules. That's what I have. That's why I'm a level 1 judge. So I'm gonna set that to my expel zone as removed from game, and I'm going
um,
to put into play this rain unit over here,
sure.
and I will pass turn.
Yeah, the nice part about the rules of this so far is there's a lot less rules in this than there are in Argent.
Are there? Yeah.
At least like reading, I feel like Argent was much longer to read through.
Okay. Yeah, Arjun had like 23 pages,
Yeah,
which
it
is
got.
fine.
I don't know if it was like that at the start, but it definitely got to that.
Yeah.
All right, so I start with drawing, correct?
Correct.
Okay, draw one, and then it's
Yep. Then you recover, and it's to recover is the
and
turn.
then
I
yep,
believe.
and recover, and then I get another one.
Yep. Recover and judgment phase.
Okay, judgment phase, gotcha. And then I'm in like a main phase, basically, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So now you have Strife. You can activate your Strife if you want. You can play something if you want. You can put something face down if you want. You can move to a combat if you want. And the combat's the same as Argent, where you have individual combats.
Right. That's what I was gonna ask is like if I can go to combat and then jump back to the main phase afterwards.
Correct.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna jump to combat and just like kind of see how things go.
Yep.
So then I would declare combat on the lane with my eternal, right?
Correct. So you say move to combat.
Move to
I
combat.
give me an opportunity to respond, and I say yes, proceed. And then you make a declaration of the unit of the Eternal that you're attacking with and the target it's attacking.
I'm gonna shake that one. Actually,
Yep.
it's I think it's O, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So go ahead and exhaust it.
Sure.
Exhaust is the technical term.
Cool.
I will not respond or activate in any way. I will take that hit for one.
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Hmm.
So then the pink ability, which I can pay 2 gems, return me to the deck, and summon a different basic version of me to this lane.
Yep. So what she's talking about is
Mm-hmm.
Hanako herself.
Mm-hmm.
So the Hanako champion is so these Eternals are they feel like they're units, but they're kind of like actually abilities of the champions
Right.
or extensions of the champion.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how it feels like, but they play like actual just units.
Gotcha.
But the flavor is that they are basically just versions of Hanako.
Sure.
So there
So,
are four versions of Hanako in your deck. You have
mm-hmm.
three of this quantum counter assault. You
Mm-hmm.
have three of the kinetic execution, and you have three of the quantum coercion. And then you have one of the ultimate.
Yep. And so I can grab any cost of Hanaka besides the ultimate, right?
Correct. So you cannot grab the ultimate. All of the other
Okay.
ones are basic. The ultimate is not basic.
Okay.
So it's like
And
basically saying non-legendary.
gotcha. So I can. So in like order of operations, would I tap the 2
Yep.
crystals? Okay.
Correct. Yep. You pay the gems at the same time as you're activating the ability. It's part of the cost. There's no interaction to you paying the cost, right?
Sure.
Just like normal.
Okay. And then return to the deck and summon a different basic. So would I return first before I do that? Yes.
Correct. So yep, you put her back in the deck.
Does it matter top or bottom?
You're gonna shuffle anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Okay, so theoretically, I could grab her again if I wanted.
No, you has to be a different,
Has to be different. So
different,
I'm gonna
different basic version.
different basic. Okay, good. Okay, I'm just gonna send her to top, and then I can search my deck, find a CAD. It's
Yes.
gotta be a Hanako.
Yep. Now there
Okay,
are two other Hanakos you can grab.
right. And it'd make more sense to probably grab a bigger Hanako.
Well, do you know what haste is?
I do know what haste is. There's a 2 cost with haste, so then I can strike right now and do. I don't technically have to hit your rain, right? I can just hit your lane.
Correct. Yes. Any
Okay.
any any successful any when it attacks, if it successfully concludes an attack and it's still on the board, then you activate its strike ability.
Okay.
If you don't, and then you have to activate it immediately. If you don't activate it immediately before you do anything else, then you lose the ability.
Okay.
So remember also that the one drop guy that you just put back says to
Mm-hmm.
summon back in the same lane.
Okay. Gotcha.
So you're gonna put that in the lane that was removed from.
So I would put it here, like this.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Now the
Shuffle.
kinetic execution can attack as well.
Yep, because it has haste.
Yep. Now just take a quick look at its second ability here, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It says if I'm summoned by another Hanako, so
Mm-hmm.
that just happened. You can crush one and target one Eternal in this lane to destroy it. Now
But
I
there
don't
is
have
no eternal.
right. I don't have any Eternals, but to crush something, what you do is you just take your gem and you flip it upside down,
Okay.
and then it stays in the orientation that it is in when it was crushed. So you don't untap it, right? It always
Mm-hmm.
stays tapped perpetually. If you untap all, hitting the X button,
Mm-hmm.
then you just have to make sure to put whatever ones were exhausted back in the exhausted positions.
Sure. Okay. So then I would declare combat,
Yep,
and then I'm gonna say I'm going to use my eternal to attack your gem again.
yep. So you're going after my health. Yep, I have
Mm-hmm.
no stop for that. I take two there, and then you can activate your strike ability.
Yep, and then I can return it to my deck and summon a different basic version of me to the other lane.
Yes, exactly. Now you can summon the big one, or you can summon the little one again.
Okay, let's throw this here. Then I'm gonna find a card, like a Nako. Okay. think I want to bring out the little one, to be honest.
Okay.
Yep. And
So
then I just shuffle.
now her ability says if I'm summoned by another Hanako, you can target one Hanako in your underworld and return it to the deck. You don't have any in your underworld. You don't have any in your
Mm-hmm.
graveyard right now because nothing's died.
Right.
But that'd be a cool way to be able to put them back in your deck to keep using them again.
Yep. Yeah, I kind of thought about bringing out the big guy, but he only has 1 health, and you can target other Eternals when you attack,
Attack.
right?
Correct. So
Yeah.
when you attack, you can attack any other Eternal. Period.
Yep. And that's why I didn't want you to just be able to kill a
Yep.
bigger. Yep.
The only way that you can block is by having a Eternal with the ability Entice, and it's
Yep.
literally the same thing as Guardian in Argent
Yep.
Saga.
Yep. Taunts,
Yeah.
Guardian. Yep. Okay. So let's see here. I think that'll be it. So then I would just move to my end step.
Yeah. Sorry, Intercept. What did I say? I said Entice by accident. I meant to
Yep.
say Intercept. Intercept is the ability that's blocks.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I will draw a card, and I will untap, and I will get another gem. Hmm. I will move to combat.
Sure.
Attack lane.
Good to go.
Yeah.
So then I just what's the button to put the counter down?
The right click.
Just right click. Cool.
Left click increases. Right click decreases.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yep. And I will pass turn.
Now in this game, can you play um, charms and things from your hand, even if they're like the quick cast?
If they have the quick cast, right? Yeah. So like, um, there's different things that you can do that for. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll start by drawing.
It depends on what
No.
it is, right? So like an item, you can play out of your hand face up, and I think anything with like a quick cast, since you can play uh, um, a charm or whatever with quick cast, you can play on your turn anyways, so you can play it face up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, only, yeah, yeah. We're not talking about being chained from the hand. We're just talking about playing it initially.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm gonna pay 1, and I'm gonna summon Rain,
Okay.
and then I'm going to declare combat,
Mhm.
and I'll go like this. Uh-huh.
Mhm. All right. So you're attacking my unit. I'm going to play this Strife, the Shield of the Mighty. It has an ability called Reflex.
Mm-hmm.
Reflex says when an enemy attacks or a card effect targets one of your Eternals, you may pay the cost plus one. So I played Strife's ability, the Strife's cost plus one, so two, to summon him from my hand. And
Mm-hmm.
if I do, I become the target of the. I become the target, and you proceed immediately to damage calculation.
Okay. So.
So that one cost, that
Mm-hmm.
one damage, will go to my Strife,
Uh-huh. So
and
he's down to
Strife will
2,
do one damage to Hanako. Yep.
and she's down to 1.
Yep.
Okay. Does her strike still go through then?
Yes.
So like I could use.
She doesn't even have a strike.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, you're right. So I can still use her pay 2 gems though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
So do this. Send her to my deck.
Yep.
Then search.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Hmm.
If you bring out the 2-drop, you can crush one of your gems and assassinate my rain.
Yep, that's kind of what I was debating.
Mm-hmm. And then
Um,
your rain will get bigger because it'll see an eternal die in this lane. And then you can
yep,
make a combat and you can attack my life for 2 and then strike again.
yep, that's what I think is gonna do.
Yep.
So I'll shuffle it up, even though I'm gonna end up shuffling again. So yeah, I'll crush one of my gems, so then I flip it, right?
Yep.
Okay, I flip that one, and I'm going to crush your rain.
Yeah. So my rain dies. It'll go to the
Okay,
afterworld. And yeah, Tom made a good point on the line of play too. You instead of attacking my life total, you can
yep,
use your Hanako to attack my Strife and suicide it.
and make rain big.
Yeah, make her a 4/4, and then
Yep,
she can attack for my lane for 4. So don't forget to put a counter on rain right now as well for seeing
yep,
my rain die.
yeah. Well, she just got brought up this turn, so she can't swing this turn.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so
So whichever
uh,
line you want to do.
yep, but I am going to do that. That was the plan.
Okay.
Make her a big unit, so I will declare combat
Okay.
and go here.
Yep. So these 2 die.
Okay. So then it's gonna go.
To the graveyard. And
So draw my
now
right.
when you Hanako summon the little guy, you can actually put this the kinetic execution back into the deck.
Yep. So this will get two more. So now it's a 4/4.
Yep.
Cool, cool, cool. Okay, and then I would go to my end step.
Yep. All right. I will start. I will draw a card. I put something into play face down. When you put something into play face down, feel free to reveal it to yourself. This way you can continue to see what it is.
Sure.
Place something face down. I'm going to play my Hanako. Move to combat.
Okay.
Attack lane.
Attack is good. So it's for 2.
Activate strike. Going to find card. Going to put in this guy. If I'm summoned by another Hanako, you can add 1 face down or 1 face up cost 3 or less card from your afterworld to your hand. So I have a card in my afterworld. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to add that to my hand.
Sure.
Ooh, let's do it. Pippi's pepper plant item. I put it into play. Targeting a
Oh
Hanako.
wow.
So it becomes a 5/5. It gains haste until end of turn. This cannot attack directly, so that means it can't hit lanes,
Right, but it can kill my rain.
but it can kill your rain.
Sad day.
So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of turn, I would destroy the Sanako, but if I get to use my strike ability, it'll go to the deck.
Okay.
Attack Eternal.
Yep. So this guy will lose that, and then I'll just go here. Wait, no, I'll go over here. Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I will activate. Send that to the deck to go find another Hanako unit. And I'll put that there. I'll shuffle my deck. And I will move to combat. Attacking lane. Now, this is where the pink thing comes into play. It stops me from being able to continue to loop
Right, because you already used it once this turn.
because I already used it once this turn.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass turn.
Okay, so I'll draw for turn. I'll ready these two. Put another one out. Just gonna move this off to the side so don't accidentally hover over it.
Yep.
Just gotta think about how I want to do this. Okay, so I'm going to pay 2. No, that's not what I want to do, is it? Scary. Ability effect, that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to pay 2. And I'm going to bring out Hanako.
Mm.
And let's see here.
Now, before you attack, depending on what you want to do, right? So if you use a Hanako and you strike and you bring in one of your other Hanakos, you have a
Mm-hmm.
couple of options. The 3-drop Hanako can put a card from your afterworld into your hand. If
Yep,
you want to plan ahead for that, you can use your Strife before you attack.
that's what I was just thinking.
Yep. And
Yep,
if you do that, you pay the life, put something in your afterworld, draw a card.
gotcha.
Then you strike attack because when you strike attack, when you attack you have to activate your strike right away, and then when you summon the other Hanako, you have to use his ability right away. So you don't get the opportunity to activate your Strife in between.
Yep, so I'm going to do the pay 5 life and 1 shard.
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm going to take it away from this one here. So it goes down to 11.
Okay.
So I take the top card.
Yep. Put it to play face down. Put it in your afterworld.
Okay, draw to play face down. So it goes here. And then I draw 1 card.
Yeah. So you have it on your side as the underworld is on the left and the afterworld's on the right. Correct?
Yes, because after okay, wait, Underworld is graveyard.
Yes.
Yeah, so the graveyard I have is my 2 face up. So
Yeah.
Underworld, and then the Afterworld is the face down card.
Yeah, I just trying to understand because like of how untapped does the field.
Yeah, how it like mirrors.
Yeah, I was just trying to
Yep.
figure out if.
Yep.
Yep.
So it'll just be kind of like
So
backwards to the opposing player.
this is
I
this is your left.
yes.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Wait, is it? No, actually, I don't think it is. Wait, no, it doesn't do it. So I like when I look at on Twitch, it's got okay. So then I should move them back across. No big deal.
Yeah, you should just flip them over. Right. So this is your left.
Yep. So I want to make sure this is on top though. So I'll do this then. Yep, we're good.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm going to declare combat.
Yeah. All right. Proceed.
And then I'm going to say direct strike.
You got it.
Yep. So then it's going to get returned to the deck. Summon a different version. So I'm gonna find a card. Um, I will bring out the bigger Hanako.
Yep.
Shuffle my deck. And then summon bind another Hanako. You can add one face down or one face up cost or less card from your afterworld to your hand. So that I can just add this to my hand.
Correct. Yep.
And
So if you have multiple face down cards in there that you can't see, you would pick one randomly.
okay.
I mean, you'd pick up whichever one you want, but you
Okay.
wouldn't know what they are. Yeah, put it in the other lane.
Okay. So it goes here.
Yep. Because when you summon, it says summon in the opposite
Yeah,
lane.
yeah, yeah, the level 2 one. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. And then do you believe I can't really do anything else? Hold up. So it still costs. Okay, so that's going to cost me that. I have a question for you, and it's going to kind of reveal a little bit what I have.
Yeah, that's
But
fine. Go for it.
so say next turn I crush a couple of gems or
Hmm.
Ethereum stones,
Yeah.
Ethernium stones.
Yep.
How does the Hanako? So rally. How does rally work?
So rally is basically enter the field, enter the battlefield.
As that card enters the field.
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like I had to play that card and then play another card after it for rally to
So
take
yeah,
place.
you have the Hanako ultimate in your hand, correct?
Correct.
So yeah, what you want to do is you want to set up so that you end up crushing as
As
many
many as
gems
possible.
as reasonably possible before you play that, in order to get some effect out of it. It is a one drop. You could just play it as a one drop for nothing, for
Mm-hmm.
no crazy abilities, but yeah. So it's an arrive ability, basically.
Gotcha. That's what rally is. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah. I just want to make sure I'm getting like full effectiveness out of it as I can.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and end my turn there then.
Yep. All right, sounds good. I will draw for turn. I will untap everything and make a gem. Plop. Pop, pop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a gemmy relief it is. Let's see, what do we got here? Let's go ahead and attack.
Sure. Where are you going? Okay. So lose 2 there.
Yep, I will activate the strike. I should have potentially used my strike ability first, but I'm kind of overthinking myself here. Send to deck. Find card. I'm going to pay 2.
Mm-hmm.
Send it to the deck. Find card.
Now, when I replenish all my crushed gems, does that unexhaust them as well?
So replenish, yes. Restore, no.
Gotcha. Clarifications.
Yes. Yep. So restoring gems, or crushed gems, just returns them to the state that they are in. So like you have this one over here, restoring that will continue to let it be exhausted.
Okay.
Refreshing it will recover it.
Okay. So when I get them back, it'll be exhausted still.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Unless it replenish, unless it says replenish. Replenish will recover it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. Combat.
Mm-hmm. Good to go.
I've already used my strike ability, so I cannot do that again.
Sure.
I will pay 5 life. Put 1 card in my afterworld. And draw a card. And I will set this card. And pass turn.
Okay, so I'll draw for turn. Cover these guys. Play another one to play. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to start off by using Strife.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to pay 5 life on my lower one still. So it'll go down to 4. Then I'll do this. So it'll go to play face down. And then I'll draw one. What do you... Neat. Let's see here.
FYI, you're at 9 cards.
Yep. Yeah. That's why I was like, gotta make sure I don't end up wasting these, but I would do.
I mean, if I kept my snares and stuff in my hand, I'd be at 8 cards myself.
Mm-hmm. Dang, that's gonna be slightly annoying. Like one short of where I want to be.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go combat first. I'll do direct attack there. So for 4.
I'm going to play Wayland's Van, targeting the Quantum Coercion.
Okay. So I'll go to my hand.
It turns into your hand, and you cannot summon him again this turn.
Okay. Well, that kind of throws a monkey wrench at my plans, man.
I was hoping it might. It's so funny because like you activated that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna let you chain off into your what is the other guy called? Kinetic execution back into your coercion again to get
Yep.
to draw another card again.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Save my lane. I saved 6 points of attack and stopped you from drawing a card by playing that fan.
I'm gonna overdraw. It's gonna feel bad. Am I though? 1, 2.
Like I can't believe that you don't have something that you can put down face down in the field.
I have one thing. Oh yes. No, I don't. Technically, well, no, I have one. I have one. Okay, we're gonna stop by doing that then. Actually, just to get things out of my hand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it right here.
Remember to reveal it to yourself.
Okay, and then I'm gonna pay 1, and I'm going to play Forbidden Fruit of Ethernia. So I'll have to crush 2.
Yep. Unused ones.
Yeah. Oh, it has to be unused ones?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you're right. It does say unused. Oh, that's so much worse than I thought it was.
It's only worse in this situation. Yes. So if you wanted to play like the fountain to follow it up, you could if you had more gems, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm still okay with it actually, because yeah. So it has to be these two. At least they're like still. So does this exhaust them too?
No.
Okay, so I'll be able to use them when I actually. Okay, so that'll draw two.
Correct.
So it's not totally bad. Just like puts me behind by one turn.
Yep.
Not the biggest deal ever. Um. Okay. Put this there. Play this here. Reveal that to me. And then I'll go to the end step.
All right. I will draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Combat.
Mm-hmm. So it loses two.
Yep.
Cool.
Hanato Stein. All right. So I will dig down in here. I will find this. Um. Tom Thomas is having a great time trying to get some spelling going on. And do I have any Hanakos in my underworld? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's see. I'll return him to the deck. I'll find card, and I'll pull this guy out here. Movie combat, attacking Leigh.
Wasn't that the one that was just out?
Yes, that was over here. So I used the first one to summon the little guy, and then I used the little guy, and I paid two to summon
Oh
this guy.
yeah, yeah, you're right. Okay,
Yep.
so it takes two.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I will. Oops, go ahead and just play this Hanako out in here and
Okay.
pass the turn.
Okay. I'll draw for turn. I think I put the wrong card in here. I have a champion in my hand.
Okay, where did you grab it from?
The main deck. I must accidentally put it in here because I have a rain in my hand. Champion.
Okay, take it out and put it in the remove from game zone. Look
Yeah,
through your Aether deck to make sure there's no non-champion cards in there.
No, it's just a duplicate of one of the champions I have in here.
Okay. So just draw a card to replace it.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. Why what? I don't know.
All good. Okay.
So the other thing that you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to check your deck list. Make sure that the correct cards are in there.
Yeah. Put this here. Try to play. Okay. Make sure to do this correctly. So I have 3. So I put it. Sucks to only use 4, but it's fine. I'm gonna use 1 here.
Yep.
Now I'm bringing out the ultimate.
Yep.
So it will flip.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. So put 3 counters on the Hanako to represent the 3 power pump.
Okay, and then the 1 exhausted stone that
It
gets.
stays. So
Okay.
it comes back. And it recovers. It says
Okay.
replenish, so you get it back. Yep. So you have 5.
Cool. Okay. Let's just stealth here. Let's see.
So replenish is you get them back and can use them again, and recover them. And so replenish is basically restore plus recover.
Okay, so save that for this. And then I'm going to go declare an attack.
Okay.
And go here to here.
Yep.
And this will go back to my deck. I'll search for another Hanako. And it goes in the other lane, right?
Opposite. Yep.
So we'll get here.
So the little Hanako is the only one that summons the same lane. Do you have a big?
Gotcha.
You have one of these in your graveyard here. You have one of those Hanakos in your graveyard.
Yeah.
So you can return that to your deck.
Goes to the. To the deck doesn't really matter where it just goes to the deck. Okay. So
Yep.
I'm just gonna.
Yep.
I'm gonna shuffle. Okay. And then weird as it sounds, I'm just gonna end there.
Okay. That's not weird. You're holding 3 up for one of your snares. It's smart.
Shh. Now, do the snares only target what's actually in the same lane?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So the stairs or whatever you set, you have to set in whatever lane you want to protect.
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna draw a card. I'm going to charge. Hmm. All right. Let's move to combat.
Sure.
Declare attack.
Okay. Um. Dang. Okay. Yeah, I'll use it. So spin these 3. Flip face up. So if any turn to plays attack, select that chart, I'll destroy it.
Yep.
Cool.
And then I will move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Attack this lane.
It's dead.
It's dead. So once the lane is dropped to 0, it can no longer regain any health. So if you have like a life drain, you
Mm-hmm.
can't you can't gain any kind of life back from there.
You can still use Strife's thing, though, right? His burst limit.
The burst, yeah,
Yeah. Now R5, that's 5 cards from your
from
underworld.
from anywhere except for the deck. So you can
Okay.
remove it from your hand, the lanes, the underworld, and the afterworld,
Mm-hmm.
and they are removed from game.
Yep.
Yeah, they all have to be strifes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, they all have to be Strifes.
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. So it's not just anything; it's just strifes.
Unfortunate. But they can be from my hand too, right?
Correct. All right, so I'm gonna activate my strike ability.
Okay.
Oops, didn't mean to shuffle. Find card. Um, plop. Going to activate the underworld thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Puts it to my hand. I'm gonna send this to play face down. Just kind of rearranging a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
um, we're gonna play this Hanako here
Okay.
and pass turn.
Okay. So I'll draw for turn.
Yep.
Reset all these guys. Draw another play.
Now, if you want, you can switch out your champion.
Right. And you can swap back and forth, right, with champions?
Yes. So, in order to switch out your champions, you have to remove your active one from the game. You have to remove from the game any one champion from your Aether deck, and then you can put any one champion from your Aether deck into play.
Mm-hmm. So
Y-
but you can only do that once per turn, right?
Correct. And you have to declare it. So there's a priority sequence. Because there are some things that can prevent you from switching your champions.
Mm-hmm. Okay. A lot to think about. So
Yes, yes, there is.
if I do this, it's not enough yet. Yet. Hmm. Right. I need more cards.
What do you mean you need more cards?
I need specific cards is more so what I need. I'm just a smidgen short of what I need. Yeah. I have 4 left. So risky. Do I want to do that?
I don't know.
That's 4 shards and I have 3 left. Let's do this first. So
Tom says, risk it for the biscuit.
I like it. I'm gonna pay 1, and I'm going to reveal this, and then I'm gonna crush 2 unused gems.
Yeah.
Face down. This goes here, and then I'll draw 2 cards.
Sounds good. And then if you had a fountain, you could pay 1, play the fountain, and
Shh.
then.
Shh.
Well,
Stop reading my mind. I'm gonna do pay 1.
Sorry,
Uncrush those.
I'm stealing your thunder.
Yeah, like I'm trying to be smart here. You're like, so this is what you should do, and I'm like, yep,
Yep.
agreed, agreed. I did not draw what I wanted to draw right now.
Mm.
Feels bad, man. All these stripes must be at the bottom of my deck. Well, I guess I'll go combat.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna swing there for 1.
It's in.
Okay, and then I'm gonna pay 2, return it to the deck, and summon a different basic version to the lane.
Yes.
So find a card. Pull out this guy.
Activate. Obliteration Engine. If a cost 2 or higher Eternal would be summoned, pay life equal to its gem cost, which is 2. Negate the summon of that Eternal, and if you do, remove it from the game.
I gotta be like that, man.
I gotta teach you. I gotta teach you how to abuse the cards.
So I have 3
There's
left.
a level of attack and defense that you gotta maintain at times. Sometimes you can go in all in on attack. Sometimes you can go all in defense. But sometimes you gotta be able to find that fluctuation to balance, and it's really hard to
Right.
do.
I'm gonna swap champions.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Okay, so remove him from the game, right?
Yep. So no response. Remove him from the game. Remove one champion from your Aether deck from the game.
Yeah. So I'll get to reveal these to me. And I'm gonna get rid of kind of keep it. I'll get rid of 1 Hanako.
Yep. And then you can summon anyone face up.
Yep. cost so much. I'm gonna bring out Hanako
Mm-hmm.
because she's pretty defensive.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I can just crush one and delay a little bit.
So it's pay 4 and crush 1. So there's
I thought it says or crush one.
yeah. It says so. There's 2 levels to this ability, right? So it's pay 4. See the top
Mm-hmm.
part it says 4.
Yep.
And then it says either player's turn, I can expel 1 basic unit eternal that I control, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it says you can. So the difference is or crush 1, expel a basic enemy eternal.
Okay.
So you have to pay the extra 1 crush
Gotcha. And they
to
don't
hit
have
your
enough. Oh,
opponents.
okay.
Yeah,
Misunderstood. It wouldn't have really mattered because the other one wouldn't have really saved me either, I
right.
don't think.
It's fine though because I mean you probably would have wanted to switch it next turn anyway.
Yep. Just because I don't have the right cards in my hands to do anything else.
Yeah. Do you have any
Um,
snares you can set?
yep. I'm going to do it in this here lane. Reveal that to me. Let's see what else do I got here. That's all right. Yeah, feels bad, man. End turn.
Okay. I will draw for turn. All right. Move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'll destroy it.
Move to combat.
Sure. Yep.
Actually, yeah, we do it like that. Hit that.
Yep.
I
And you
will
can
use the
summon
strike
basic unit
ability.
to the other lane.
Yep. Let me see here. And I will swing.
Mm-hmm. Swing is
Oh yeah,
good.
last turn you forgot to attack with your Hanako.
I didn't want to yet.
Mm.
She's just chilling there. Just
Okay.
got 4.
Yeah.
I like her being there.
She would have been there and me at be at 6.
Yeah, but I like your health pool being there. Okay, my thought is that like hopefully I can get Strife back out and get the 10 back on my side, and then swing with her.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Um,
If I can get that far.
the strife. What strife?
Like Strife's burst limit, the champion.
Okay.
So like if I'm reading this correctly, target one eternal in either underworld, and then I get to summon it in one of my lanes to give it haste. If I do, if you do, and that lane's health is greater than 0, which yours is, make the life in that lane equal to the opposing lane's life.
Mm. Oh, so you wanted to switch you wanted to gain the 10.
Yeah, I think that's how that works. If I'm
I
reading it
I
correctly.
think so too.
Okay,
But yeah.
that was the thought process, and I'm like, I'm okay with it going down 0 because I'm gonna hopefully just take yours.
Yeah, so you just weren't getting enough of the strifes in your hand.
Strifes. Yeah, Hanako for days. I'll just say that,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
which is like not what you really want.
This is a Hanako heavy game.
Yeah, because I got kind of unlucky with which Hanakos I drew. We'll just put it
Oh,
that
this
way.
is the graveyard. Yeah, yeah. Well, so I hit this lane over here. Did we already take the life off of that?
Yep,
Yes, you did.
yep. It
Okay.
was at 15. Now it's at
Okay,
13.
so I'm gonna return this to the deck.
Yep, yep.
Then I'm gonna pay two. Combat.
Mm-hmm.
And hit your lane. Return it to hand. Bring out. Sorry, there was no combat. It was just pay the ability. Bring out
Yeah, I was about to say,
this.
I was like, I think that one's just pay, right? Yeah, not a strike.
Right. Oh yeah. So when I brought this guy out, the one drop, I wanted to return this to my deck from my graveyard, from my
Gotcha.
underworld. Um.
Is there a way to get cards into your graveyard, your underworld, like your own?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a lot of different ways.
Yeah, because I need to cycle some cards, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, like cycle? No, not yet. But
Like, yeah, because I need to put some cards from my hand to not in my hand.
right.
Yeah, I got really unlucky and I drew all my Hanakos.
Yeah, we'll just start playing them, man.
Yeah, it only costs 3.
Yeah. Okay. So then play all three of them. I don't know what
I
your
mean,
problem is.
next turn I could play 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You're onto something here, man.
Oh yeah. So okay, in the same lane, what do I want to bring? I want to bring. And I will crush this to destroy that.
Yeah, I could be like that.
Because you didn't attack with it last turn.
Because I want the health.
The health.
Um, but it just goes to the underworld, right?
Right.
Cool. She ain't gone. She's coming back with a vengeance. Maybe,
Yeah.
probably not.
Maybe, probably not. What do I want to do next?
Have they put the new champion packs on here yet?
Yes.
Okay. I'll have to do some exploring.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're in the stream, right?
Correct.
Hit exclamation mark print. That's the link to the print to play documents. You'll see the starter kit and the three champion packs.
Good. I was looking for a list, man. This is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm getting a feel for the game now. I need to like expand.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Right. So like, don't hate on the Hanakos, right? Because they are pretty awesome. But definitely, if you want, you can. There's all sorts of things you can do. So now we have six champions. If you want to build a deck, it's a 40 to 60 card deck, main deck,
Mm-hmm.
up
Mm-hmm.
to 13 champions in your Aether deck, and only 10 gems in your gem deck.
Gotcha. Ooh, I'm gonna have fun deck building.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep is for the weak. This is what I'll be doing.
I'm going to play and activate this,
Sure.
and this is just going to restore this.
Yep.
And I will move to combat.
Okay.
It has haste, so I played it and I can attack with it.
4 damage, right?
One.
Just one. Just one. Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I don't
enter.
like that card.
What, the haste one? Oh, yeah, the death
Yeah.
touch. Yeah.
I feel like it's underwhelming.
Yeah, that was super underwhelming. You should never play them.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, no. But maybe if I had like 2 more damage.
Well, so here's the thing, right? You can assassinate one of your opponent's units, or suicide into your opponent's units, kill it, draw a card.
Yep.
Or you can
Yeah.
attack. It's got haste. He's
Yeah.
talking about the Withering Embrace.
Yeah. Like it has its niche situation where I see it being really good, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, draw for turn. That's
I mean, he literally trades with anything.
yeah. So I feel like in situations where you get later in the game, which I'm sure the game is still, I'm assuming since it's newer that the game is still slightly slower.
It's a little slower, but I don't know. I mean, it's hard to gauge. We can complete a game in the 50-minute time allotment.
Okay. Let's see here. That is not gonna do jack diddly. I'm just gonna put this here. Let's pay.
Also, this rain, the Withering Embrace, is also really good with the rain one drop. That's the ally sees all the allies, sees things die in this lane, right? So if you play this
Yeah,
and you suicide it, and rain's on the board, rain gets 2 counters.
gotcha. One. It's a rain. How would it need, man?
And it's a non-targeting destruction.
All right. So what I want to do?
You played a Hanako. I suppose that's okay. I will allow
Okay.
it.
For now. Pay one. Bring out Hanako over here.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pay the 2 gems for this small Hanako.
Hmm.
And put the deck and summon one in the same place.
Yep.
And then I'm going to say combat.
Okay.
Go here for 2. And then return it to the deck and summon a different base version to your lane.
Yep.
To the other lane. So pulls back out the little guy. And then I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. I will draw. What do I want to do with 8 gems? Move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Attack lane.
Okay.
Goes to deck. Summon 3 drop. Combat
Okay.
for
Yep.
1.
That's a lot.
The other means oh, Strife Commander. Heroic Charge. So, or my allies that attack cannot be destroyed by card effects until the end of damage calculation.
You can pay 1, target 1 a turn on this thing. Oh boy.
I'm going to target itself to give itself haste
Okay.
and move to combat. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
also he's a 4/4. I know he says 1/3 in this here, but he's actually a 4/4.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering. I'm like a 5. Like, yeah, that's good, but okay. So he's gonna swing for
Swing for
4.
4, and then I'm going to pay 1 to give him
So you swing for another 4.
swing for another 4 and activate again.
Okay. You've got me in a bad situation.
And I'm going to go find a card.
Okay.
I'm going to bring him out. I'm going to crush a gem to destroy uh, him.
Okay, so he'll go to the underworld.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Pastor. Yeah, that was a pretty brutal turn.
Yeah, I'd say. I'm not having any luck here with drawing. I forfeit. It's like nothing to do. Feels bad. Try to make something happen at least.
Yeah, well, Tom, there's not enough room in Untap for that crap, so.
You can make it happen, man. You just gotta believe.
And it doesn't have to be, Tom. It doesn't have to be 3 top, 3 bottom. It just has 6 spots. It's just 3 top, 3 bottom on the image because it's the most efficient space saver.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do to stop you, I don't think.
Well, let me see. You have.
The only thing I can do is champion Hanako. But it's not going to matter because you're going to be able to strife whatever, or the next Hanako that you send over there. So you'll be able to attack twice, or 3 times. Maybe even more depending on what you have in your hand. And that's only if I put units over there too. Yeah, I can't stop you. Sad day. Okay. I'm gonna call this one a game,
Yep.
but I only drew 3 strifes out of all those cards.
Reveal your hand.
Let's see here. Yeah. All players. Yeah. So this card, like I said, I must have accidentally typed it wrong because I got the wrong rain in here.
Yeah.
I drew that. But yeah, it's unlucky that I drew all the 3-drop Hanakos.
So wait a minute. You typed your deck list up in here? Just so you know, you can actually copy paste from the list.
Oh, you can? What?
Yeah.
Boy, that would have been much smarter.
I thought that's why that's why we that's why you post the list like that.
Gotcha.
All right. So let's see. This rain.
What did you have in your hand?
I have. I have this rain over here.
Mm-hmm.
I have this other rain if I'm destroyed by battle. So I have another 4 drop one of these. So I have had 2 of these in hand for a little bit. And then I have this other 4-drop rain that pretty much can stop you from activating abilities of Eternals. It will negate those abilities and
Gotcha.
then destroy that Eternal. But it cost me 2 unused gems. It cost you
Yeah.
2 unused gems all the time, and I wasn't
Yeah.
quite there.
But when you're ahead, it can like really snowball you.
Oh yeah, exactly. When if you're ahead this in Ethernia, if you're ahead of the game, you can really get maintain that control pretty well. You if you get blown out of the water early, it's hard to recover.
That's okay though.
Hmm.
It rewards luck/skill.
Yep, yep. Yeah, aggressive playing. This way you can actually finish a game.
Yeah. Yeah. I kept playing to like hope that I could draw more strifes and like use strifes burst. And it did not go well. That's why I was trying to just keep drawing cards so I could just use strife.
Yeah, this heroic charge is really powerful.
Yeah, I'd say.
And yeah, there's a lot of really strong stuff in the champion packs as well once you start digging around in there.
Yeah. Okay, coolio. I am definitely gonna have to go deck build the crap out of this game now.
So, welcome to game one.
No, that's good though. I
Yes,
like.
it was a good
I
game.
would. Yeah, I'd rather have. In weird terms, I'd rather have the crap kicked out of me and like understand like what can be done to me
Yes, yes, exactly. I'm the same way. Um, I'd rather you can oftentimes learn a lot more from losing than
than
from
winning.
winning. So, on the field for my actual stairs that you didn't see yet, but so this is what I had on the field. So I mean, I was raring and ready to go. I had one gem left open for the Wayland's fan on this side of the board.
It's for some reason it's not. It said it's revealed to all players, but I'm not seeing it. It's so weird.
What?
Yeah, it says this card is revealed to all players, but it looked like it's still not showing. Here, I can just look on your stream. It's fine.
I
Oh,
can
there you
also.
go. Now,
Uh,
now I see it. Oh wow, you had two of them. Oh, I was so screwed.
yeah. So I mean, like, if I were to just like stand up on my gems and just like hang out on the defensive, like you would be wasting like 2 turns just trying to get through my snares.
Gotcha. Yeah, I really like the Hinako engine for sure. Like the like keep playing, keep playing, keep playing.
Yes, and the champion herself is amazing as well.
Yeah.
Because like
For defense for sure.
well, because you can also flicker your Hanako units, your Eternals, and then they say when your guy says like when it's summoned by another Hanako, that actually includes your
So at the end of turn.
so end of turn it comes back, right? You can crush another gem and assassinate another unit, another Eternal.
Gotcha. But
Or
that's
if
so that costs a lot though, right?
4+1, or four
Yeah.
plus crushing one,
Yeah.
or four. Just pay 4 gems in order to flicker your own. Pay 4 and crush a gem to flicker your opponent's.
Gotcha.
Now, if you flicker your opponent's Hanako unit as well, do note that they can activate that ability as well.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna ask. I was like, I'm sure they can use it too, though.
Yes. So if you flicker your opponent's Hanakos, just note that they can use their summon
Gotcha.
abilities if they
Yeah,
haven't if they haven't already summoned it that turn.
right. Yeah, that's gonna be the big learning curve. I think is just like, that's kind of what I liked about Argent was just like I got into the game early enough that like I could literally just read the cards and understand what to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas like joining into like say like for me, I'm so far behind on Magic. That's why I keep telling
Yeah.
people it's like one money to like too many cards to learn.
Yeah.
Whereas like join a card game when it's relatively new is like so useful that you can just like learn as they come out.
Like that's the same thing for me with Forceville right now. Is like I want to get back into Forceville, but I have this huge knowledge barrier that I
Yeah,
have to break down, and that's going to require a lot of time and poking around and trying to understand stuff. And
yeah,
it's really hard when you have a way more than full-time job, plus you're trying to
yeah.
do all this other stuff.
No, I totally agree. Yeah, because I thought about getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh. Back when I got into Argent, was I was debating getting into Yu-Gi-Oh. But it's like when I'm working 50 to 60 hours a week,
Yep.
plus trying to learn all of that in my spare time,
Yeah, man.
plus all my projects in the house, plus I'm gonna be going back to school here. It's like, where am I getting time? What am I
Hmm.
subbing out for the time? Am I just gonna say sleep 3 hours a day? That'll be fine.
Yeah, so this Ethernia game so far is really fun, as well as you don't have to waste your energy trying to get the cards. You literally just buy the pack and you've got it.
Yeah. How much more expensive is the foil? Have they released
Um,
it yet?
I don't think you can straight up buy like a foil starter kit or something like that. I think in a lot of ways you can win them through events. You can win stuff through
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I
events.
think I read something about that. Yeah,
So they want to give you the cool stuff as rewards. I do think
for
that
being good.
there might be some money grab stuff like that, but it shouldn't really be bad, and it should never be necessary. Just based on what people want to do to support the game and to shiny up their decks.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not like it says, where it eventually gets to like a pay to win. If all the cards are available to everybody, but you can just bling yourself out by spending a little bit more,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because they have to give what you would call like whales in other games incentive to drop money, but they also
Hmm.
don't want to like exclude the little guy.
Right, exactly. So that's what I really like as well, is that he's to the point of he doesn't want to exclude the little guy to the point of he is okay with the little guy printing out the print to play for free, and then literally just using the print to play at your local game stores.
Right.
Like he
Yeah.
does not care as long as you are playing the game.
Right. Yep. I'm cool with that. Is my big thing is as long as he can stay in business and the game grows, I'm
Yeah.
totally down for it.
Yep. And so there's a lot of he can support himself just fine. So he's doing this game out of just the passion of it.
Good. I like that. No, that's actually very good because that means that he's not going to do
Rush it.
something stupid just for the money.
Yeah, he doesn't need to rush it. He doesn't need to squeeze the penny out of it. He can just go ahead and create a good game and focus on the quality of the game itself.
Yep.
Yep.
I like how the art seems very anime. I like it.
It is very anime, yes.
Let out my
um,
inner weeb.
I think we've all got one of those. I've been trying to keep my eyes open for an anime I'd want to watch, but it's I never seem to have time to watch a lot of things.
That's the thing is, like I think I told you, like a few weeks back that my wife had caught the coronavirus, and I
Oh
was
yeah,
forced to sit at home for like 10 days. I've re- reinstated my subscription to Crunchyroll, and I watched like 400 episodes of Naruto. I literally watched the entire thing over again.
nice.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get these actual cards in my hands. They're shipping them out
yeah,
next month.
yeah. It's like I think it said April, right?
Yeah.
Now is that just Kickstarters are just going out next month, or like if I were to drop some money on it, would
So
mine go too?
I am not 100% sure. I know that it's the Kickstarters for sure. But I think that he's also shipping to some stores too.
Okay.
And so I think if you can find the LGS or you can buy them straight through their website, the Aerith Lily,
Yep.
that you should be able to do that just fine too.
Cool. Alrighty. Well, that's gonna be it for me. I think I'm gonna tune out. I gotta go get some Z's before I wake up and take the dog to the store.
Nice. So yeah, that's the other thing too is if you look in the Discord, you'll
Hmm.
see a copy of this Hanako. That's simply an alternative art of this same champion Hanako.
Ooh,
And
pool party Hanako. I like that.
so
Somebody's
yeah.
been playing League.
Yeah, I think that's where might have probably gotten some ideas from. So
Yeah, the pool party line of skins in League of Legends. I like it.
yeah,
I mean, it's a good way to. I mean, like aesthetically, that's how like so. League of Legends is quote unquote 100% a free game to play, but like they sell skins like it's their job, which it literally is because that's their income.
Yes, so that's what they're calling these as well. They're calling these skins.
Yep.
So you can literally just buy or win these different skins versions.
Yeah.
And that's fun.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good way. As long as you can increase the player base and keep the game, for the
Yep.
most part, very low cost for most people,
Hmm.
you're going to get people that have, once they, I mean, at least that's how it was for me playing League, was like once I fell in love with the game, I
Yeah.
was much more willing to just be like, all right, take some of my money so I can have this like extra stuff too. That like, it's not a pay to win, but it just like, it makes you feel like you're having that extra little bit amount of fun for something that you really care about.
Yeah. So did you like the metal cards from Argent?
Personally, yeah, I like the idea.
Yeah. So they are also doing metal cards here.
Yeah, I read something about that where it's like the same idea as like you can have a metal deck as long as everything's metal, and it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm totally down with that. As long as they, that was the one thing is with Argent though is like it was it never got to the point where you could have a full metal deck realistically.
You can have metal shard decks.
Yeah, which I have. Yeah, I've got a full
Yep.
metal shard
Yep.
deck, but it's like I outside of that, you really couldn't.
So
It,
there's metal champions, there's metal gems, and there's metal coins right now.
yep. So you can still use all of those,
Yep.
which is good, and hopefully in the long term, it gets to the you could have a slightly competitive deck with metal because
Yeah.
it's just like the we always joke about the LGS that it'd be fun to walk in and just be like throw your, not literally throw your deck down, but like set it down and just hear the thud.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, let's go.
I nobody would ever want to play with you.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh god, what did I get myself into?
like would you like to cut the deck? Be careful, this deck cuts back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but even just shuffling the 10 shards from Argent, I was like, wow, this is like as heavy as my actual deck. What the heck?
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Yeah, which I like that. That was fun.
Yeah.
So.
If no action to
For sure.
perform there, I performed an action. There. A tap said if you don't do anything, we're gonna close your game.
No. Why
those
don't you just
those
fun killers?
jerks.
Alrighty.
All right.
But that's gonna be it for me. I'm definitely gonna deck build when I wake back up though, and I've got a little
Sounds
time before work.
sounds good. And glad to have you on board with the game.
Yeah, thanks for getting me into this.
Yep.
I needed a way back into TCG.
Yes. Yeah. So we're all kind of reeling from the whole Argent Saga thing right now, and I think we have a good chunk of the Argent Saga community checking this game out as well.
Good,
So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes with that. So there should be some familiar faces as well as a lot of new faces.
good. Yeah, I think I saw on Facebook Jimmy liked it,
Yep.
so that'll be kind of cool.
Yeah.
You did, and I think there's one other person I'm friends with that liked it too. So
Yeah.
hopefully it rolls. Because it'd be cool to get the, like you said, the familiar faces in.
Yep. For me, like I want a game with, the people that I like, the community that I like to play with.
Yeah.
And I really got attached to so many people from Argent Saga community, building that up with everybody. We just put so much heart and effort into everything as a community
Yep.
that it would be truly tragic to just completely dissolve and split up as a community.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because like at least towards the end,
Hmm.
like everybody that was left of the community was like into it, and they
Yeah.
were like, you know what I mean? Where it
The
wasn't
people who
it
were
wasn't the
left were
toxic
there
people.
because they loved it.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't the people that were toxic
Yeah.
a-holes about winning, and like it was cool to get into a game and
Yep.
like afterwards have the other person tell me like, you know what, I think if you would have done this, it would have gone better for you.
Yeah.
Instead of the like, oh, you just suck, dude.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Like having that constructive criticism and be able to learn from your experiences while still having fun, while not making it about strictly winning. It's about literally just can you play and what can you do to disrupt stuff like that. Like see what you got going on, and
Yep.
just like that's what I enjoy about playing with like friends and stuff and teammates is just the ability to be able to learn and teach and learn through teaching.
Oh yeah, that's one of the better ways to learn, to be honest, because like it really makes you think about it, and you're like, you know, maybe I've been doing it wrong.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's so funny because Thomas and I, this Wayland's fan, oh, sorry, the Strife that has the reflex.
Mm-hmm.
It costs one plus its cost in order to be able to play, but we read it as it costed one to play,
Oh, that would be
which
so busted.
which was crazy.
Yeah.
And we were playing it wrong for so long.
Yeah.
And then I played against somebody else, and I had to reread the card to them. I was, because I was streaming, and then I'm like, wait a minute, reread. Okay, well, darn. I guess
Yeah.
this cost two. We've been playing it wrong for like 4 or 5 games. So like the more you play, the more you read the cards, the more you become familiar with them. It gets settles in a little bit.
Right. Right. Right.
Well, thank you for hopping on here. Thank you for being part of the stream. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah. I
And
appreciate the games.
I'm looking forward to playing against you again soon.
Yeah. Preferably really soon.
Yes.
We'll have to talk about it soon.
You should join the Ethernia Discord. There's a link for it in the tavern content. Hit the pins on the channel, and look for their Discord. It should be in there. Join their Discord. There is a free tournament at the end of the month.
Okay. We'll do.
Yep.
All
All right.
right.
See you soon. Bye.
Yep. Bye.
All right, everybody. So that was an excellent game. Great learner game. I feel like you did very well right out of the gate. Obtaining, being able to handle the information from the game, and it was a good game. So not much else to do right now. So I think that's going to be the end of the stream. Unless anybody wants to try anything, let me know now. And if not, well, that'd be a good night.